I had a question in I wanted to know what the appetite was. I wanted to know. I'll break down the scripture right here. This is Proverbs 23:2. Put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite.
Okay, what does appetite mean?
So it'll be something that you want but don't need.
Read verse 1.
Verse 1. When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, when thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee. And
all right. So now what are you considering before you when you sit with a ruler?
Your mannerism. How to behave.
It's saying consider what is before thee.
Okay.
It says so, when you sit as to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee.
Concert.
So, Paradazar, if y'all know y'all gonna talk, just go get the mic, man. I say this every week.
Salakia, sir. You consider that ruler that's in front of you.
Right. You're looking at the ruler. So what are you observing about that ruler? If that ruler is froward, if that ruler is gentle, if that ruler has wisdom, you don't want to come before him and not know how to present yourself. Just think, if you come before Commander General YAHANNA, you consider you're coming in front of Commander General YAHANNA. So there's a certain way you're going to speak to him. There's a certain way you're going to conversate with him. Whether it's General Muhammad, whether it's anybody that outranks you, even people that you outrank, when you go before them, you're going to consider diligently before you present yourself. You with me so far, right? Read the next verse.
And put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite.
Now, what does that mean? So now the metaphor is you putting a knife to your throat, if thou be a man given to appetite. What could that mean?
You want to eat all of the food that he will get?
You right with eat all the food, but what food?
The food that's presented to the table, but probably not pointed to you.
Okay, but what does that mean?
You know, overstep your boundaries.
Okay, you're saying it right, but do you think this is talking about food?
It's not talking about food.
Okay, so what is it talking about?
I'm not sure. Sir.
Okay, no problem. Paradazar.
Salakia, sir. Just watch your tongue and watch what you say at the table.
No, Yatazar.
If I may, sir, it is saying to be mindful of not partaking in what that ruler has to offer.
Of not wanting what the ruler has. Like you can be envious of that ruler. When it says, if thou be given to appetite, the ruler could bribe you, or you could want what the ruler has. That's what it means. You want to feed yourself. Remember, it says, consider diligently what is before thee. This is the ruler. Now, if you coming before the ruler, read verse 3.
Verse 3. Be not desirous of his dainties.
So now, what's his dainties?
His gifts.
Thank you. There you go. Nice word. His gifts. Then when the ruler come and give you the gifts and say, man, we had it good when we was like the Maccabees, right? When they said we had it good when we were serving them heathen. That's what the ruler come. You don't want to go back, man, sit in the best seat. Matthew, the 23rd chapter, they were sitting in the upper coat room, broad and phylacteries, all thanks to the Romans that they was under. So now imagine you go before them. Judas is an example. Judas had an appetite of greed. And so they fed him 30 pieces of silver, right? And for them 30 pieces of silver, it was better for him to put a knife to his neck than to take that 30 pieces of silver, because then he sets up Christ. So what this verse is saying, before you go before that ruler, understand that ruler will twist you. That ruler will turn you if you're not diligent before you go, diligent in understanding what his agenda is with you. You understand? It's about being bought.
About being
bought.
Bought.
Yeah, like somebody being able to buy you. They take HACERLO and say, man, HACERLO building up Brooklyn strong, got all these meat trees. He run the damn Hebrew. Let me see if I could get him to bring some Yiddish up in here. So we could be Shalashalumi or whatever the hell they saying, that bull crap. That's what that would mean. All right. All right, no sweat.